My name is Mary Lauren Kelovitz, and I have had the honor and distinct privilege of calling Mr. Tommy Moorehead a role model in my life. As a child, I attended arts camp where he was at the helm, making every day fun and teaching us about art and about each other in the process. I was allowed to become an assistant at art camp where I taught dance for many years and ultimately became the dance instructor, and along the way was able to form a lasting friendship with his daughter Abby that I cherish to this day. Some of my very fondest memories growing up have Mr. Tommy Moorehead at the center.
My name is Jennifer Allen. and I was a friend of Tommy's for probably 15, 16 years. When I volunteered to help out at Clay County Arts League's arts camp, this was in Ashland. He was, I think, a co-director then and also one of the teachers. And the thing I remember most about that was he had a silver whistle around, and he would blow that whistle and the kids would immediately quiet down, and he just had a command over the situation, and it was just really cool. I was so impressed with him. But during our years that we knew each other, he sat on the board for the Clay County Arts League. He did things for the Arts League. I mean, just a few that I can mention. He painted all the sets for our plays. He did a project where they put murals in all the schools, and he did that. And that was done during Arts Camp. He was a teacher at Arts Camp for many, many years. He was instrumental in getting our first summer sizzle in Lineville started, and that was an outdoor music concert. And one of the groups that he brought to that was called the Heritage Band. Was a group of band leaders, local people that all played different instruments, and it was an 18-member big band. And they would come to Heritage Hall still in existence, which is just another tribute to Tommy's. Other things that Tommy did for me personally as an artist, I was a fine art photographer for many years, and Tommy really helped promote my career. I had my first big exhibition here at the museum. He took me all over Talladega and showed me what things to take pictures Clay County, and took lots of pictures. And on one of those ventures, we went to Bluff Springs community, and there was an old store there, and it was bright red, painted bright red. And I took a picture of it, and it's actually been a very iconic photograph for me. Also, it burned down in a couple years after I took the picture, and Tommy asked me for my photograph, and he painted a watercolor. He actually gave me for doing some work for him, and this is the Clay County Courthouse Dome, and we live in Clay County, and Tommy lived in Clay County, so that's why I talk about Clay County connection here. Another painting this is called Redhead, but Tommy jokingly always called it Secretary Number 2. So I always got a kick out of that. But I admired this painting for many, many years, and his last exhibit up in Anniston, it was in it, and he just gave it to me. And I was just like overjoyed. And it has a prime location in my house and always will. I also helped set up the very first website for the Heritage Hall Museum. And we just did a lot of projects. He would come over to my house, and we would scan pictures and large pictures. When he did the NASCAR portraits, he would bring a small picture to me, and we would scan it and enlarge it big so that he could paint it. And so those are just kind of behind the scenes kind of things. We had a great friendship. We've always had a long-standing friendship with Tommy, and I'm grateful for all the things that he did to help my career and as a friend. And I just, his legacy.
my art. But also in his painting, I loved his old house thing. As a child, sometimes you're very self-conscious. And I used to live in a home that was very similar to some of his old cabins and houses. And I remember as a child, I was kind of embarrassed about it. And he just showed me the beauty and the I really appreciate it. And I see that in several different. As far as characteristics, I would say Tommy was like probably one of the most down-to-earth, carefree person that I've met. He always had a great attitude. He was happy, always telling jokes, very witty, and would do anything that he could to help you. All you have to just ask, and he would come up with some kind of idea or plan or some way to guide you in the direction that you wanted to go. I'm glad that I got to meet him in my lifetime. Tommy was an amazing artist. He was a great friend, a great person overall, and I know so many of the children have enjoyed him coming to the schools and teaching, and just all of the fellow artists that I've met always have good things to say about Tommy, and I'm so happy that our paths have crossed, and I'll forever hold his memory in my heart.